Have you ever wondered what goes through a paranormal investigator's mind when they re-faced with the unknown? Paranormal investigation has become increasingly popular over the years, with many people fascinated by the idea of exploring the unknown and the supernatural. This fascination has led to a surge in paranormal-themed TV shows and movies. But what's it really like to be a paranormal investigator? Many people think paranormal investigation is all about running around in the dark, looking for ghosts and monsters, but that's not the case. In reality, paranormal investigators face a lot of skepticism and pressure to produce evidence, which can be challenging. Investigators have to deal with people who don't believe in the paranormal or who think it's all just a bunch of nonsense.
Yes.
This skepticism can be really frustrating, especially when investigators are trying to do serious work. Paranormal investigators also have to be prepared for the possibility that they might not find any evidence, which can be disappointing. They have to be meticulous in their research and preparation, leaving no stone unturned, and yet they still might come up empty-handed. This can be really frustrating, especially when they're working on a case that they're really passionate about. Despite the challenges, many paranormal investigators are driven by a desire to uncover the truth and understand the unknown. They're willing to put in the time and effort required to get to the bottom of a case, even if it means facing skepticism and disappointment. Investigators have to be brave and willing to take risks, and they have to be able to think on their feet. Real paranormal investigators use a variety of tools and techniques to try to capture evidence of the paranormal. They might use equipment like EMF meters, infrared cameras, and digital recorders to try to detect and document paranormal activity. They also have to do a lot of research and preparation before an investigation, looking into the history of the location and talking to witnesses. A lot of people think that paranormal investigation is just about running around in the dark looking for ghosts, but it's actually a lot more complicated than that. Investigators have to be able to analyze evidence, look for patterns and clues, and try to piece together what's going on. They also have to be able to communicate effectively with their team and with the people they re-investigating. In one case, a team of investigators captured some really compelling evidence of paranormal activity, but it wasn't what they expected. They were investigating an old mansion, and they captured a voice on tape that seemed to be responding to their questions. The strange thing was, the voice wasn't what they expected. It was a woman's voice. But it was talking about something that didn't seem to make sense. The team was baffled by the voice, and they didn't know what to make of it. They listened to the tape over and over, trying to understand what the voice was saying, but it just didn't seem to add up. They were all discussing the evidence, trying to come up with a theory, when one of them realized that the voice was actually talking about a historical event that had taken place in the mansion. The team was amazed by the discovery, and they realized that the paranormal world is full of surprises. They learned that you can't always expect what you'll find, and that the unknown can be unpredictable and surprising. This experience taught them to always be open-minded and to never assume they know what's going on. In another case, a team of investigators experienced something that challenged their assumptions about the paranormal. They were investigating a location that was rumored to be haunted by a male spirit, but they ended up capturing evidence of a female spirit instead. This experience taught them to always be prepared for the unexpected and to never make assumptions about a case. Paranormal investigation is a complex and challenging field, but it's also incredibly rewarding. When investigators are able to capture compelling evidence or uncover a surprising truth, it's an amazing feeling. The key points to remember are that paranormal investigation is not just about ghosts and monsters, but about uncovering the truth and understanding the unknown. The reality of paranormal investigation is far more complex and nuanced than what's often portrayed in the media. If you've had any experiences or thoughts about the paranormal, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn more about the paranormal, be sure to check out our other videos.